And you might want some blocks, maybe a strap, but totally up to you. Whatever would serve you, support you. And let's just find a place to land where you feel supported. And just taking a couple of breaths here. And just finding where your body meets the ground. Letting your body land. And perhaps scanning your body, noticing any places, those habitual spots that we sometimes hold. Could be our jaw, shoulders, belly, the hips. Maybe inviting an exhale to any of those spaces. Giving them some room. The eyes can soften or close. And for right now, the next few rounds of breath, let's just bring our awareness to the sound of our breath. You listen to the sound of the inhale, the rising, filling you up. The sound of the exhale, the breath leaving our bodies. And then shifting our attention, our awareness, just to the space around our body. Opening our attention to any noises or sounds in our space, in our home. Noticing how sounds just come and go. It's like the breath rises and falls, so does sound. So just practicing, noticing that no single sound stays around too long. And as we land on the ground, feeling that earth, with the awareness of sound rising and falling, and the breath rising and falling. And as thoughts come by and emotions come through, the same is true for them. Feelings come and go. We aren't defined by them. Sometimes the more we listen to them or listen to our emotions, they get even bigger. Just kind of the same idea as with any sound, right? It's kind of like all we can hear. But the beauty of sound is sometimes it can just fade away and we can notice that. So often do our emotions. They just kind of float in, and they also have that ability to change. So that's really the practice, noticing how the sensations can change in our body. How things don't stay the same, how dynamic it all is. When we give things space. So I'll take a nice deep breath in, filling all the way up. Take a pause, see if you can get one more sip in, and slowly release the breath. Completely empty the body. We'll do that again. Nice inhale, filling all the way up. Take a pause, extra sip of breath. Slowly release the breath. Beautiful. Last one. Full breath in. Pause. A little extra sip right at the top. And slowly releasing the breath. The shoulders soften, the jaw, the chest, the body. Come back to your natural breath. And just notice what you notice right now. And then taking a moment to practice some gratitude. Be thinking about something you'll be doing, you'll be seeing, something someone's doing for you that you feel truly grateful for, whatever that might be. And setting an intention for the practice today and perhaps for the rest of the week. Nice. And then you might bring your hands as we do that butterfly tapping. So maybe hooking your thumbs and bringing your palms, your hands across your body like a butterfly, and tapping. The fingers are up by kind of like the armpit or the shoulder area, and just bilateral tapping. Tapping one side, tapping the other, nice and gentle. And breathe. Nice. And then you might bring your right hand underneath your left armpit, left hand on the outside of your right arm, upper arm, and take a hug right there. Just notice how this feels in your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Releasing the arms. Bring some movement to your head, to your neck, or any areas that want to move right now. Lovely. Let's start on our backs today. If you're not already there, just finding your way onto your spine. And you might have a block nearby, but not necessary. So finding your way down onto your spine, feel the connection with the earth, your shoulders, your back. Let's bend into our knees and maybe go up on our tippy toes, and just the hands might be out by our side to feel that connection to the ground, and letting the knees just sway. They might go an inch or two, they might go a foot or two, wherever they go. Just bringing some mobility and gentle movement to the lower back. And notice if the shoulders start to grip. Just kind of remind our body, this is all we're doing. This is it. If it doesn't feel good, you can stop. Nice. Come to center. Let's draw the knees in. We can hold them together maybe with our hands and just circle. Circle the legs. Getting a little lower back massage here. Circle in the other direction. And bringing the knees far apart and back together. So waking up the hip. And reversing that. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet down with the knees still bent, and we'll tilt the pelvis in towards us and tilt it away. And as we do that, noticing, like I can feel something along the right side. So just being aware. And the next time the pelvis is tilted in, we're just going to lean a little bit towards the right and then pour it away, tilt it out. Then we'll draw it into center and then lean to the left and pour it out. And doing that a couple times, changing it up. Nice. Bringing that back to center and releasing down. If you do have that block or something like that, it could be a ball or a pillow, just bring it between the knees and just pressing into that block about 10-15% as we reach the arms back. So offering stability at the same time as bringing movement. And then the hands come back down towards our sides. Let's do that 2 more times. You might feel the side body turned on, the core. Beautiful. The next time your hands are by your side, let's lift up into just a little bridge here. And lowering the hips down. Reaching the arms back. And hands come back by our sides. Lifting the hips. Beautiful. And lowering down. Let's lift up our feet. You can take the block away and then bring it right between the feet. And again, if you don't have a block or you're not using something, that's fine. You don't need to use anything. And you might have your hands by your side, palms down, just for that grounding, feeling stable here as we bend into the knees, lean a little bit to the left, and then lengthen the legs. Bend the knees, come back to center, lean to the right and lengthen. Let's just kind of float side to side here. Keeping the shoulders as grounded as they can be. Nice. And then we can come to center and press that block up to the sky and just make some small circles here. Soften the shoulders and circling the other direction. Beautiful. Then you can take the block and just place it aside, feet on the ground. We're going to do a little bridge flow. So let's sweep the arms back and then bring them back to our sides. And then lifting up the hips. And then gently lowering the hips. Beautiful. Let's lift the feet so the knees are over the hips. We're just going to bring them a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. You choose how deep you want to take that. We'll bring it back to center. Feet come down. Hands on either side of the legs. And the option here is to lift up. And we're going to lift up without, oftentimes we roll the head to lift up. Instead, you can keep the neck nice and long. Feel like it's the chest that's lifting. And then soften right back down. Beautiful. Arms can come back. Arms back to our sides. Lifting the hips into bridge. Gently lowering down. We'll lift the legs again, 90 degrees. We're going to add on. So bringing the legs to the left, and then let's lengthen the left leg. Bend the left knee, come back to center. Legs to the right. Lengthen the right leg. Bend the knee, come back to center. Maybe the arms come on either side and you lift up with the feet in the air. Beautiful. And lower down. Feet come down. Sweep the arms back. And bring them back by our sides. And lifting the hips. Beautiful. Softening back down. Lifting the legs again, 90 degrees. Letting them fall to the left. This time you might lengthen both legs out to the left. And bend the knees. Come back to center. Both legs to the right. And we lengthen both legs. Bend the knees. Come back to center. Same option, arms on either side of the legs. You might stay right here or gather it in, lifting up through the heart, softening down, feet come down, arms go back. Last one here. Hands come back to our sides and we lift up into that bridge. Let's hold this one for a nice full breath in. Long breath out. Squeezing in the glutes. Beautiful. Softening down. Legs in 90 degrees. You can bring them to the left. Maybe lengthening both legs again. Bending the knees, coming back to center, rolling to the right. Option to lengthen both legs again. Coming back to center. Beautiful. Arms on either side of the legs. You can stay down here or maybe lift up the heart and maybe the legs go straight this time. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees, head goes back, feet come down. Let's reach the arms all the way back. Stretch it out. And then hands can come back to our sides. Beautiful. From here, let's lift the right arm, and we're going to lift the hips as well. And turning our head towards the left. And you might bring your right hand kind of across your arm might kind of cross your face. And then we're going to bring that right arm back down towards the right hip, and the hips come down. Same thing on the other side. So lifting the hips, bridge pose, lifting the left arm, start to turn your head to the right, and then bringing your left hand kind of across your face a bit. And we'll bring it down. Let's do that one more time on each side. I won't cue it, just do what works here for you. Turning the head to the left. Softening down. And last one, turning your head to the right as you lift the hips. Beautiful. Bring the hips down. Let's draw the knees in nice and wide. Don't just rock side to side, maybe letting out a ha. Beautiful. Hands to the sky. Legs are in that 90 degrees again. Let's just do some tapping. So we're going to tap down the right toes, pull it back up. Tap down the left toes and pull it back up. You might reach the opposite arm back that you're tapping the toes down. Nice and mindful. And then, of course, the option to lengthen the leg instead of bend the knee. You choose which feels right in your body today. Take one more set. Beautiful. And if you have that block or anything like that nearby, and again, you don't need anything, we're going to take that in our hands, bring it up to the sky, letting the knees fall a little bit to the right, arms fall a little bit to the left. The head goes to the left as well. Let's draw all that back to center. We'll take it to the opposite side. So the arms go a little bit to the right, legs go a little bit to the left. And we'll draw it all back to center. Beautiful. Feet come down, arms can go back, and let's press the hips up, bridge pose. Beautiful. Everything can come back down. Nice. Let's roll right onto our right side. If you do have that block nearby, you might want it as a pillow. It's a really nice support under the head. Arms out in front, and we'll do our open books. We're reaching that left arm up and back. And maybe taking 3 or 4 of these. Following as best you can with your gaze. Beautiful. Next time that left arm is back, you might lift up the knees, come onto your spine, and we'll take the whole thing to the other side. Of course, you might have to move your little pillow. So we're on our left side, arms are out in front, and then reaching the right arm back, following as best you can with your gaze. Beautiful. And from here, we can come right up. So you can press with your hands onto the ground, coming on up and come into a seated position. Free to sit flat on the ground or up on a block or pillow. Let's just start to bring some circular movement to our center. Just this rounding back, circling forward. There's no right or wrong here. We just want to move our body and reversing that. Beautiful. Moving it into more of a cat-cow, lifting the heart. Exhale, navel to the spine, chin towards the chest. Nice stretch through the shoulders. Make this your own pace, your own movement. Nice. Let's find a tall spine, turning our body towards the left. Just seated twist here. Really grow the spine as tall as we can. It's less about the twist and more about the length of the spine. Perhaps bringing that left arm up and over, opening our left side body, rib cage, really stretching through the intercostals, our breathing muscles in between our ribs. Beautiful. On the next inhale, lift that left arm up. Exhale, sweep it over. Let's just do that a couple times, just a gentle flow. Nice. As you're ready, we'll take this all to the other side. Lengthen the spine. Nice. Reaching the right arm up and over. Notice where your head wants to face. Envision breathing into this right lung. And then adding a little flow, lifting that right hand up towards the sky and sweeping it back down. Just a couple times, moving with your breath. Beautiful. Let's come back to center and just roll through the shoulders. Nice. Let's turn our heads towards your right. As we do, dropping the left shoulder. You might drop that shoulder back a little bit, lifting it and lowering a couple times. We're just flossing that nerve, the accessory nerve. And then turning our head towards your left, throwing the right shoulder back a bit. And then lifting and lowering the right shoulder and arm. Beautiful. Let's bring it all back to center, interlacing the hands, pressing the palms away, and then we'll lift the hands towards the sky. Again, movement in our rib cage, our middle, our shoulders. Reversing that movement. Releasing the hands. Let's open it up to cactus. Beautiful. And exhale, rounding, lengthening the spine. Beautiful. Let's come off the block or our seat, whatever we might be on, and we'll come into a tabletop Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. And same idea, we're just going to circle our whole midsection here. Feel the back body lift. Feel the rib cage open as we drop it. Reverse it. Beautiful. A little more traditional cat-cow if you'd like. Open the heart, belly drop, reversing. Nice. Next time the spine is rounded, let's send the hips back towards our heels. Beautiful. We'll come back up in that rounded space and then scoop it down so the heart is reaching forward. Round the spine and send the hips back. And we're just going to create this little loop. Let the belly drop as we come forward, rounding the spine. Hips come back towards the heels. Belly comes down as we slide forward. Beautiful. Back to our tabletop, lifting the feet. Let's bring them to the right and look off to the right. Lifting them up, bringing them to the left, looking off to the left. Let's just do that a couple times. Nice. Come back to center. Bringing the right fingertips behind the head or neck, whatever's comfortable here as we lift that right elbow towards the sky. Beautiful. Gently bringing it down towards the left hand. We'll take that 2 more times. Beautiful. On the last time that we come down, you might take that right hand and just thread it behind the left, maybe coming down on your right shoulder, right cheek. You can reach the left arm out. Or you might bring it up and behind you, resting at your lower back, kind of catching your right thigh. Beautiful. Let's place that left hand back down if it's lifted. We're going to press on up, sweeping that right hand, right arm all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. Right hand comes back down. Left fingertips behind the head or neck as we draw that left elbow up. And gently bringing it down towards the right hand. We'll take that a couple more times. On the next one that you start to come down towards your right hand, taking that left hand, and we'll thread it right behind the right wrist, coming down on your left cheek, left shoulder. You can always use padding here, blankets. Right hand can stay where it is. It might reach out in front. You might lift it and rest it at your lower back. And we breathe. Beautiful. Bringing that right hand beside our face, gently pressing into it as we inhale that left hand all the way up to the sky, opening the heart. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Let's step the right foot forward. You might grab some blocks. You don't need them, but I like to bring the earth a little bit closer and just circle the hips here. these big circles. Cracking the ankles. Reversing our circles. Ankles are very loud this morning. Nice. And we can send the right knee back and just switch sides. Left foot forward on the outside of our hands and big circles with the hips. And reversing that. Nice. Let's bring that left knee back, and we're going to send the right foot out to the right side, toes facing forward. Let's come on up, bringing our hands to our heart. I'll face this way. And from here, we'll send the hips back and reach the hands out. So it's almost like you're sitting down on your heel, but we're not going to come all the way down. Beautiful. And we'll take that back in. And then let's open the arms out, left hand towards the left side of us, towards the ground. I'm not completely touching the ground. And then we come back up. So we're working our whole body here. Let's take it this time where maybe you reach the arms, not holding the hands together. Beautiful. Coming on up, hands to the sky. And then this time, reaching the arms off towards our left. You might feel this pretty strongly down the right side. Drawing that back up. Beautiful. Hands to the heart. Let's press the hands out, hips go back. We come back up on our left knee. Open the arms wide, left hand towards the ground. And we come back up. Last one, arms come out, hips go back. This time the arms come up towards the sky. And we'll lean a bit towards our left. Beautiful. Coming back up. Hands to the heart. Just pause for a moment. Beautiful. Let's bring the right arm down the right leg. Left arm reaches over. And you might circle that left arm all the way down. Hands come down to the ground. Little cat-cow here. Any movement in the spine, the tail. And draw the right knee back in. And we'll switch sides. Left foot comes out to the left side, toes forward. As we come on up. Hands to the heart. We'll press those hands together out in front as we send the hips back towards the right heel. We come back up on our right knee. Arms open wide, right hand towards the ground on the right, left towards the sky. We'll bring it back to prayer. This time the arms can come out, hips go back towards the right heel. Hands towards the sky, we lift. And just lean a bit towards our right. Beautiful. Come back to center, hands at the heart. Pressing the hands forward, hips to the right heel. We'll bring it back in. And open the arms, leaning towards the right. Bring it back together. Last one. Hands go apart as we reach back with our hips. Reach the hands to the sky as we come up on that right knee. And then leaning towards our right. That can feel like a lot. Beautiful, working our obliques, coming back up. Lovely, left hand down the left leg, right arm reaches over. Beautiful, right arm could come on down towards the ground, hands come down. I'll draw that Left knee back in, so we're in tabletop. Let's walk the hands forward. Slide the shoulders back. Hips come forward. Plank pose. You might hang out right here. You might tuck your toes and lift the knees, either one. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. Let's soften down to our belly. And tuck the toes. We're going to lift our hands, lift our arms. So they're kind of in that cactus arms by our side. And then lifting up with the head is in line here. I'm not lifting my chin or my forehead, but lifting up the head and the chest and softening everything down. Again, let's turn on those back muscles, lifting up. And you might draw the hands back towards our hips, thumbs towards the sky. Maybe the legs lift here, the head, the chest, maybe the legs. Beautiful. Let's bring the legs down if they're lifted, bend into the elbows, hands by our side again, and soften down. Make a pillow underneath your chin, bend your knees, and just let the legs sway side to side. Release the lower back, any tension there. Just let it melt. Beautiful. Bringing the feet down. Bring our hands beside our chest and press all the way back for child's pose. Knees could be wide or together, either one. We'll walk our hands to the right. Take a breath. And walking our hands to the left. Nice. Going back to center. Slowly sliding the hands in towards our knees. As we come up on our knees, let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Cactus the arms, lifting the heart. Beautiful. Hips down towards the heels, arms come out, a little bit of a fold here. Inhale, open up, cactus the arms. You can either take a little back bend if that feels good, or stay straight here, stay long. Beautiful. Hips back towards the heels. This time you might sweep the arms back, maybe tap the head down or towards the ground. Inhale, we come back up, cactus the arms. Exhale, we fold. That rabbit pose, maybe. Beautiful. You can bring the hands back out into our tabletop, making any spinal movement here that feels good. Nice. And as you are ready, we can tuck the toes and send the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Beautiful. Maybe sweeping the right foot up towards the sky. You might bend that right knee, open the hip. Squaring the hips. And I'm going to step my right foot forward. So you can step it forward. You can hop, 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 however you'd like to get it there. You can use your hand. I like to shift my shoulders over my wrists. That gives me space to step it there. Beautiful. Left knee can stay lifted or it can come down, either one. Left hand on the ground, and let's reach the right arm towards the sky. Nice big circle. Beautiful. Bring the right hand down. And we're going to step the left foot forward. So we're in a forward fold. Let's find some length in the spine here. Hands can be on our legs. Beautiful. Let's bend into our knees. The hips go back. We're going to come up nice and tall. Are we being cut off? Yeah. Beautiful. Let's take a fold all the way back down. Find a half lift. Nice. And soften down. We're going to step it back into plank pose. Knees can be down or up. You choose. Once again, we'll come down to our belly. Beautiful. Let the arms float. We'll lift up, lift the heart, lift the arms, maybe lift the legs. Soften down. Let's press the hips all the way back. Child's pose. As you're ready, rolling forward, tucking the toes. And we'll send the hips back up to the sky, downward facing dog. Same option for the other side. So perhaps sweeping that left foot up to the sky. You might bend the knee, open the hip. Squaring off the hips. I'm going to shift my shoulders forward and step that left foot forward. Keeping the right hand grounded. You can tap down the right knee or keep it lifted, pressing into the right heel. Left arm to the sky. Beautiful. Circling the left arm. Ground both hands as we step that right foot forward. Let's find that half lift. Beautiful. Softening down. You might bend the knees generously. Start to lift the heart and we'll root to rise. Let's come into a nice tall mountain, reaching up. Hands come together and we'll bring it right to the heart. We'll just soften here for a moment. Feel your feet on the ground, your body in the practice, your breath, your mind. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms back up. On the exhale, we're going to send the hips back. Find a chair pose. Maybe reaching the arms back. Opening up through the shoulders, neck. Cores engaged. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms forward, reaching up to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to send the hips back again. Chair pose, arms reach back. Inhale, we'll press nice and tall. Exhale, cactus. Beautiful. Hands to the heart. Nice. Let's lift up the right knee. So you might find your drishti. Feel your whole left foot on the ground. And we're just going to play. We're literally going to play a little bit. So bringing that right leg forward. You might sweep it back through a slow, mindful moving warrior 3. Feel free to hold something. We'll come back forward. We'll bring it back. We'll do this a couple of times. Beautiful. Eventually landing in our one-legged Tadasana. Make some big circles with the right hip. Find lots of length through that left side. We're not dumping into the left hip. And circling the other direction. Nice. Let's bring that right foot down. And just notice. Notice what you notice here. And then shifting the weight into our right leg, lifting the left knee, finding lots of length. And then we flow, we play, right? Send that left leg back. Come forward, step down a few times. Moving mindfully. Eventually coming back into our one-legged Tadasana, bringing movement to the left hip, finding length through the right. Yeah. And reversing that. Beautiful. Let's bring both feet down. You might shake it out. Roll through the shoulders. Let's shake the arms, the hands, legs. It's all the nervous system. Right? Beautiful. Once again, we'll find our Tadasana, our foundation. Feel into your center, whatever your center is right now. Beautiful. Let's step the right foot back for high lunge. So you can be on the ball of your right foot. If that doesn't feel good, drop the heel. That's completely fine. Hands could be at the hips, the sky. Nice. Let's drop that right heel. If it's not already there, we'll find our warrior two. Arms reach out. Lengthening the left leg, reaching the left arm up, reverse triangle. Beautiful. Bend into the left knee, cartwheeling the hands down. Let's step the feet together. Half lift. Softening down, bend the knees. Feel your feet on the ground as we grow nice and tall. Nice. Hands to the heart. And we'll step that left foot back, high lunge on the other side. Hands wherever feels stable, feels right to you. Breathing in, breathing out. Pivoting the back foot, bring that heel down so that back foot is in line with the back of our mat, bending into the right knee, warrior two. Beautiful. Let's lengthen that right leg, reaching the right arm up. Reverse our triangle. Reaching to the sky with those right fingertips. Beautiful. Bending into the right knee. Cartwheeling the hands down as we lift that left heel. And once again, we're going to step this right foot back so we are in plank pose. Again, knees can be down or up. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. Let's tap the knees down, send the hips back. Child's pose. Soften down. Be on your forearms. You might tap your head down. We'll slowly climb on up and come to our seat. Unfold our legs, bring the legs out. I'm just going to bring my right ankle behind my left knee. It could be in front, so you decide where you'd like it, what feels appropriate to your right hip. Hands behind me to support, and sliding that left heel in. So it might come in a foot, a couple inches, wherever it is. The legs might sway side to side. Beautiful. Let's slide that left leg back out, and we'll switch sides. Right leg is long, left foot, maybe it's behind the knee, in front of the knee, whatever works. And then sliding your right foot towards you to a place that feels right for you. The legs might sway. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Nice. Let's slide that right foot away. And then right from here, you might come into bound angle pose, bringing the soles of the feet together. And if you'd like blocks on the outside of your knees or legs, feel free. It might feel perfect. You might bring a little flutter to the knees. Nice. And you can stay lifted here if that feels right, or you might take a fold if that's where your body wants to go. And then gently coming back up, drawing the knees together, feet out wide. Let's do a little hip rocks, windshield wipers, just letting the knees fall side to side. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we can ease our way down onto our spine. Let's take a nice, big, full body stretch, reaching the arms back, the feet forward. Maybe bringing your right heel to the right side of your mat, crossing your left foot over. You might even bring your head and neck a little to the right, creating that banana shape. Nice. Head and neck back to center. Left heel to the left corner of the mat, crossing the right foot over or next to, whichever feels right. You might inch your head a little bit to the left. Maybe the arms stayed behind you, or maybe they're by your side, whatever. And we breathe. Beautiful. Releasing the arms, head and neck back to center. Let's uncross our legs. You might bring the feet in towards the pelvis. Knees are bent, feet are nice and wide. And once again, a little windshield wipers. Maybe cactusing the arms. If it feels good, turning the head in the opposite direction of the knees. And then take this moment to really check in with your body. Is there a shape, a stretch, a movement that would serve you right now? Please do it. And as you are ready, finding your way into your Shavasana, however that looks for you today, you might cover your body, you might use pillows, blankets, sandbag. You might do legs up a wall, cushion or a chair. Let the back of your head just melt into the ground. The forehead feel wide and spacious. And the eyes, the cheeks, jaw. Neck and shoulders. The weight of the arms. Feel the space between your fingers. Gentle movement of your breath. And just be. I invite you to come back to your body, connecting with your breath. Perhaps taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Any gentle movement to your fingers, your toes. Stretching in any way that feels good. And if it serves you, rolling to your left or right side. And just taking a moment, dropping in. As you're ready, finding your way up to a comfortable seated position. You might close your eyes or have a soft gaze, perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody. So good seeing you.
Bye.
Be well. Feel good. Take
Have a
care.
good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Be well.